Hi everyone, my name is Saul Hernandez. I'm a graduate student getting my MBA and someone who's passionate about how technology intersects with privacy, marketing, and human behavior. In this segment, we are going to talk about how big tech is using your voice to analyze, interpret, and eventually sell to you. Hope you enjoy. Let me ask you something. What if your voice could tell a company your mood, your stress level, your income without you ever saying those words? Sounds wild, right? But that's exactly the kind of world that we're headed into, and fast. I recently read The Voice Catchers by Joseph Turow, and it completely changed the way that I think about voice assistants like Alexa and Siri. These aren't just helpful tools, but they're part of a much larger system of data collection and emotional surveillance. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 things that really surprised me from the book and how this might impact one of my favorite brands, Warby Parker, and how that brand could use this technology to make customer experiences better, not creepier. So let's get into it. 3 surprising takeaways. First, I was surprised, honestly even creeped out, by how intentionally manipulative these voice assistants are. They're not just smart, they're designed to feel friendly, warm, and trustworthy. Think about it. Why is Alexa's voice soft and polite? Why does Siri crack jokes or apologize when it doesn't understand you? These aren't glitches. They're calculated choices to build trust. When we feel emotional safe, we open more, and that's exactly what these companies want. The more we talk, the more data they get. It's brilliant from a perspective, but also a little unsettling when you realize how much emotional engineering is behind it. Second, your voice isn't just a way to ask questions, it's basically a biometric goldmine. I was shocked to learn that companies can detect everything from your age, your gender, your mood, your stress level, and even your likelihood to buy something, all just from a few seconds of your speech. Your voice isn't like a fingerprint, but it also tells companies how you're feeling at the same time and in real time. That means companies aren't just listening to what you say, they're listening to how you say it. And that's a huge shift in how marketing, advertising, and even customer service will work. Third, and this one really got me, advertising is becoming nearly invisible. We're headed toward a world where ads won't feel like ads at all. Your voice assistant might say something like, "Hey, I noticed you're almost out of snacks. Want me to reorder your favorite trail mix?" It sounds helpful, right? But that's a targeted ad, built around your behavior and your emotional state. And if that doesn't make you rethink your conversations with Siri or Alexa, I don't know what will. Now let's talk about the impact on Warby Parker. So what does this mean for them? A brand I genuinely admire for its commitment to design, affordability, and user experience. Warby Parker is great at personalization through technology. They offer home try-ons, virtual glasses fittings, and a sleek online shopping experience. But a future of digital interaction is voice first. They need to be a part of the space or risk being left behind. Here's the thing. If I ask Alexa, show me stylish glasses, and Amazon responds with its own private label or a higher margin partner, Warby Parker just lost that sale and that moment of connection. The voice assistant becomes the gatekeeper, and Warby Parker isn't even in the room. Plus, if platforms are using voice to infer mood, income level, and more, brands like Warby Parker risk being filtered out based off recommendation control. To protect their brand and customer base, Warby Parker will need to develop their own voice-aware strategies or risk being invisible in the new consumer landscape. So how can Warby Parker use this technology ethically and still deliver a meaningful personal experience? First, they should own the voice experience but do it transparently. Imagine a voice-enabled version of their app or in-store kiosk where customers can opt in to share voice data. Warby Parker would need to be crystal clear about what data is collected, why it's collected, and how they intend to use it. Now let's walk through a use case. Say I'm using Warby Parker app to try on glasses virtually. I've gone through 4 different frames and I start to sound a little frustrated. Maybe I sigh. Maybe I pause longer before tapping into the next style. A built-in assistant notices this and gently chimes in. Hey, would you like some help finding styles that better match your face shape or today's vibe? That's not invasive, that's thoughtful. Maybe I say yes, and the assistant shows me lighter frames, fun colors, or bestsellers that work well with round faces like mine. It feels like Warby Parker gets me. I didn't feel sold, I felt supported. That's what contextual, emotional aware design can do. It enhances the experience by reading the moment, not pushing a product. It's a long-term relationship strategy, not a short-term conversion trick. This could also extend into customer service. If I call with a question and sound confused or annoyed, a voice-aware system could route me to a real human instead of a bot. That kind of smart empathy builds brand loyalty. All right, before I wrap it up, if you found this video helpful or interesting, please take a second to like this video and to subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing more breakdowns and thoughtful pieces like this one on the future of tech, marketing, and digital ethics. So to wrap this all up, voice catchers opened up my eyes to a future where voice is no longer just a communication tool. It's a data source, it's a behavior predictor, and potentially a form of subtle influence. Brands like Warby Parker need to adapt, but with ethics in mind. There's a real opportunity here to create a more human, helpful, and emotionally intelligent experience. But it has to be transparent, content-based, and genuinely useful. As consumers, we need to ask tough questions about how our data is being used. And as future leaders, designers, and marketers, we need to be intentional about how we build products. Thanks for tuning in, and next time you talk to Alexa, maybe ask yourself, who's really listening?